Good. Good time. I enjoyed it, and I was surprised by the professionalism of the number of people I met in the staff, among the students, and it seems from the outside to be a small university further north than Tokyo in Japan, but when you're here, you see that it's a real international one.
So was this your first time in Akita?
This is not my first time in Akita, yes, and I enjoyed it, I told you, but the fact is that it's quite different from the parts of Japan that I already know, and this difference is also something which brought particular flavor to this trip.
So it's like difference between city and countryside of Japan, or
difference also between big urban metropolitan areas and small cities to which I'm more used in Europe, and I like this. Well, it was difficult for me, this 2 weeks format, every day, reading assignments on a topic which is unusual, on which there are very few papers, and the papers sometimes not to the point, they are not focused on what I have in mind, so that's it's a bit difficult. Well, I tried to select issues that would, once aggregated, give an idea of what the issue of global democracy is really about. Bring new insights about things with which students are not familiar, even when they have global studies programs and introduction to global studies courses, etc., because it's not the same topic. So I focused on things which usually are not addressed. I hope this was enough an incentive for the students to learn from that course.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot of new insights, how to look at the word global democracy. It's, the perception itself was really new for me, and I think, how should I express? It's really something that it says global, but we could also start from our everyday life, the conception of global democracy.
Oh, great! I'm glad you mentioned this, because this is exactly what I have in mind. I mean, there is a continuity between what we do in social life, what happens at the level of the states, and what happens at the global level. This is quite connected. It starts from very low in the hierarchy of social activities. It's good, it's good to mention this. And also, I guess I try to be counterintuitive, because I think that we have a lot of prejudices or a lot of pre-formatted ideas about what democracy is, what government is, etc. When we just dig into these topics, it appears that that's not the truth. It's quite different from what we had in mind. I hope you change your mind or views about what democracy, global issues are after the course.
Yes, I think I did, and the students probably too.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, I'm going to surprise you. When I was a student in economics, my ambition was to be a staff member of the European Union institutions and do things which would have impact, concrete impact, which I could perceive myself. And this is why I studied political science, international relations, besides economics and transnational economics, because I wanted to be part of it. And so I remember once, if it was not the European Union, it would be the UN. So I started to go to the UN and meet people in charge of very important things, and I said, I want to be part of it. And they say, the problem, you are French. And there are quotas for countries. I mean, the French are already overwhelming the market. So you have no chance to be accepted as a staff member by now, because we need people from developing countries, new countries, etc., decolonized countries. So I switched my ambition to the EU, where of course France was mattering a lot. And what happened was that in the course of my studies, I found out that political science was opening a lot of other doors that I would be very eager to open. And so I forgot about that. And I saw myself as an academic because I was very much committed to freedom. You know, in our profession, we don't have this is not the case in such a university, which is a private one. But in my own university, I have no boss. I have no boss. And in France, there's a particular thing that is constitutionally guaranteed that professors can do whatever they want. And the minimum is to teach, not too many courses, by the way, and be able to do your research. But your basic freedoms as a professor are very, very numerous. I mean, it's incredible, it's outstanding. So I enjoy this situation.
It sounds pretty different from Japan.
It's different from many countries, but we all are intellectuals, and we get along together quite well across cultures and across differences in resources or whatever. I mean, it's very easy to have a good dialogue with someone who is also an academic somewhere else. Because probably of this intellectual freedom and being self-reflective, critical spirit, that helps.
So you're really glad of your career, how your pathway is to...
I'm very happy with my career. I did very different things. I remember once students told me, I don't want to become a professor. I said, why? Say, you know, you see, it seems to me that you have to teach, prepare courses, be in your office, etc. Just spend a week with me. Only a week, you know, from 8 in the morning to 10 at night, and we'll see what will be your opinion about being a professor, because we do a number of other things. We manage, we negotiate, we craft agreements, we do research, of course, but research means also finding grants, going to donors, and so on. And so we also are in the real life, politics, international politics. That's incredibly empowering and enlightening at the same time. So yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I wouldn't do this differently. This is the life I wanted to live.